What's up, everybody? So I got something to add to a previous video I made, my top 5 video games of 2023 list. In that video, I forgot to mention this game, Mortal Kombat 1, which released about a month ago, something like that. I would have to insert this, if anywhere, in the honorable mentions category, although this game has some major flaws. I have been a Mortal Kombat fan my entire life. I was born in 1991. The first video game I remember playing in my tiny little brain is the first Mortal Kombat on the Nintendo or Super Nintendo from way back in the day. Back in the 90s. That's the first video game that I can actually remember playing physically. Loved it ever since. Once we got into the 3D era on PlayStation 2 with Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, Deception and Armageddon. Deception, one of my all-time favorites. The Conquest mode was peak, and there has not been another Mortal Kombat game, or at least mode, to top that. Just think about it. An open-world Mortal Kombat game with sort of light RPG elements where you get to explore Nether Realm, Chaos Realm, Order Realm, Earth Realm, Edenia, stuff like that. That was incredible. I love Mortal Kombat 9. Mortal Kombat 10 was great. Mortal Kombat 11 is when I started having issues with the series. But we get to Mortal Kombat 1 with a rebooted timeline once again, and I don't mind rebooted timelines. And I feel like this game, it did a fairly good job at it. The first 2 acts of this single-player story were good. Especially when we had Johnny Cage, Kenshi, Ashura walking around the forest, the dead forest, all that good stuff. That I was getting really hyped, and I think that was incredible. But the final act of this game went off the rails. I get that it was a callback to Armageddon. Just didn't hit for me. Thought it went way too far in the left field. It jumped the shark, and it just didn't pull it off well enough for me. But there always can be a Mortal Kombat 2, and the story can continue, and I'm fine with that. What this game really loses as far as points go is sort of the combat. Playing this game, it feels a lot slower. I feel like I'm having a hard time pulling off moves, and I'm no expert. I mean, you can probably go back and watch some of my gameplay that I posted of this and think that I'm absolute trash and all I do is spam special moves. And that's fine. Never once professed to be an expert at Mortal Kombat. I just enjoy it. But it feels so much slower, like compared to 9 or maybe even 10. And I went back and played 11 for a few rounds, and the combat there just felt a lot better. Other than that, the invasion mode, come on. You gotta have a little more effort than that. You gotta do something. Come on, NetherRealm. You gotta have a little bit more effort than that. Even the microtransaction heavy crypt from MK11 was slightly better than this. I don't know, man. This game is just, I know it just launched, but it feels very bare bones. And I couldn't place it on my top 5. I wanted to. Love MK. I do. And I'll always continue to support it, play it, all that good stuff. But MK1, just for me right now, I don't know, man. It's like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. The first 2 acts of the story, though, I'd say 8, 9 out of 10 territory. I know that they're getting close to releasing Omni-Man for the game. I'm sure that's going to be fun. All the DLC characters. Of course, as you can see, I bought the $100 version, so I get all the DLC characters. So I'll go back and try them. But right now, I can't keep it on my PlayStation. Not with Call of Duty, Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man, Cyberpunk, all these other games taking up so much space. But yeah, so to wrap things up, Mortal Kombat 1 goes on my honorable mentions. Possibly, maybe, but it's at the bottom of my honorable mentions. What do you think? You think this is a great fighting game, or did you also have issues with it? Have a great day. Hasta luego.